Hey, and we are back. Once again, another great day. Man, it feels great out here in the States, I don't know how it feels out there with you guys, But, it's great to see everybody out there on another episode of Talk It Out. I'm your host, Chill. And, of course, we have our co-host, the Queen of Canada, Miss DeBoss.
That's right. Thank you.
Well, hey, amongst all of the things, today is a great day. I feel great energy. Our next host that we have coming on, Humble Cat, done a lot. I do my homework on our guests, and this guy, he's the real deal, and I feel honored and privileged to have him on. Shout out Big Half, and all of the others out there that support and watch our show every day, Monday through Friday. Excuse me. So, with that being said, DeBoss, you got anything to say before we get started? Because I know,
Well, we're just glad to be out here, and on Fridays you probably won't see us because they got the Crop Over Festival.
Yeah,
that's going on. They take precedence, so they're going on from about 9 to maybe midnight. So they'll be streaming. So we will be back after they have Crop Over, which is the first week of August.
Yep. Straight from her mouth. Well, in other news, I just want to bring on our guest.
Okay.
A man of many talents, and I'm gonna let him tell you about it. So, without any further ado, I would like to bring on the one and the only Mr. Trackdilla. What's going on, my brother? How you doing?
I'm good, Chill. Thank you for having me on the show. Hi, DeBoss. How you doing?
Yes, I'm good. Where are you coming from? First, your background. Hear a little.
My background, you definitely hear my accent. I was born in Africa, in Angola, and I grew up in France.
There you go.
Yeah.
Now you're talking the boss's language.
Je parle français aussi, là.
Tu parles un peu français, ouais.
Ouais.
Le français du Canada, il est un peu, c'est pas pareil.
Yeah, it's not the best. No, our French is different from our Parisian French.
It's like the French from the 1600s. Yeah, there's words that they use, and I just be like,
it's the slang broken kind of French.
The first time I spoke to someone in French, they use the word. I'm like, excuse me. I was cracking up.
My daddy speaks the same French as you.
Okay, awesome.
Oh, man. Well, Trackdilla, It is a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you so much.
And for those of you out there that may not know who this gentleman is, you're about to learn in a couple of seconds. So, is saying, Trackdilla, tell the people out there a little bit about who you are, where you're from, what you've done, things of that nature.
Well, my name is Trackdilla. I'm a multi-platinum music producer, artist, DJ, composer. I've started my career in France. I worked with some of the biggest names in France, and then I wanted to take it to the next level, so I came to America, and then I've been fortunate to work with a lot of big names out here too. And just to sum it up real quick, because I have a long story, but we
want to hear it.
I'll share as much as I can. due to the time that we have. So I want to make sure that I can answer as many questions as you guys want me to. But then yeah, so I've been here producing. I'm managed by Dre London, and now I'm just I kind of just wanted to do a change in my career. I just been in the studio behind the scene for so long, and I decided to create my own lane, my musical lane, for me to do my artistry. So it's been pretty successful. I just technically just started as a solo artist August 2020. That was the first single that I dropped, and I'm very very happy with the way things are going. And it's only showing me that the future is going to be even greater. So I'm pretty happy about that.
Okay, okay. Well, for those of you that may not know, Trackdilla has collaborated, with some of the most, important artists around, things of that nature, producers as well as artists. People like Chauncey Black and Sean Paul, 2 Chainz, Rick Ross, Flo Rida, DeMarco, things of that nature. You used to hang out over there at Drake's estate too, huh?
Yeah. Drake is a friend of mine, and then the entire OVO. So shout out to the whole OVO family. They are here right now, so I'm gonna see them tonight. But yeah, I'm always with them all the time. So
yeah,
I always hang out at their house over there.
Nice. So in reading, the one sheet and things of that nature, that's where you met Dre London, was at Drake's estate, or?
Yes. Yeah, we had a party at Drake's house. So what I've been doing for OVO for some years now is like every time they do a private party, they trust me with inviting the guests. So I always invite the right people. And but Dre was invited. Someone else. Dre was already in the house. Someone else had invited him, and we were just talking outside. We having a drink, and we were just talking about life and everything. I had no idea. I didn't even know that he was Post Malone's manager. His name sounded familiar, but I just meet people. I meet people. I just meet people. Everything else we figured out later. And his energy was amazing, and we have so much in common. He's been from Europe, moving to America, and making it. We have that similarity right there, and so we just connected right away. And he gave me his number, and then the next day he called me. And then when he called me, that's when I saw that he had put, when you register the number, you can put on the company what you do. So that's what he put Post Malone's manager. So that's when I discovered that who he was. And we talked, and he was like, "Yeah, I love your vibe. I love your energy. I want to hear some music. My assistant's gonna call you and set up a meeting, and that's it. The rest is history."
Wow. Beautiful. That's a blessing, man. That's what you call walking in the universe. Yeah.
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 I was supposed to be out of town that day, and I canceled my plans at the last minute. I was like, nothing is telling me to stay in town.
Well, that's a good plan.
Yeah.
That's a good
Yeah. So you had a song that charted at number 2 on the hot digital single sales on the Billboard, and I've had massive 5 million, over 5 million streams in the first couple of months.
Yeah, it was. So at that time, Dre London was managing Lexi Pantera. So he had told me about her when we talked on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I just signed this girl. I'm trying to figure out the style. She danced. She was doing all the twerking thing. That's kind of how she got famous." So I was like, okay. So a week after I had a meeting with Dre, so I prepared a song to play him for her so he can pitch to her. And then I played him the record. He was like, "Wow, this is crazy. This is exactly what I was looking for." And then that's the record that we went for. And then it did all those numbers.
I like the way you guys have marketed the Spend My Money record.
Yes.
Throwing it on in radio rotation in 65 countries in Africa.
Yes.
You know, playing 3 times a day on 23 radio stations, and you know, it's also on TV. So that's pretty nice.
Yeah. So when I had because I have my own record label, and the good thing about me is like I know the business. So the way like my relationship with Dre, even on the management, is much different than other artists. Because I can do a lot of the stuff by myself and that I can do, and so I know what to ask Dre and what not to ask Dre. There's some stuff I'm not gonna bother him that I can do myself, you know. So when we had the meeting about dropping the record, what he suggested, it was like we have to make sure we get Africa first, you know, because otherwise it's not going to work. So that's what we did. So we focus on Africa first. We make sure we on like, you know, TV and radio heavy, and we did that, and then we grabbed Africa, and then from there we took it to Europe, and then we took it back to America, and yeah, that's how the song, like, you know, everybody was like loving the record, and that record got me a record deal today, and yeah, so yeah, that was a good strategy.
Yeah. I'm all about strategy. No, I managed Jazzo, the originator.
Nice.
So, yeah. So you know, we got a few things going on, but Miss DeBoss, I know you got some questions. You just said that. Well, what you got, man? What you got?
Because I got my own show too, so.
Okay.
I have my show's called Real Life Matters. So yeah, with the boss is me. But I'm gonna ask you, Trackdilla. So how did you come up with your name?
So I realized what I was doing when I started producing. Everyone around me was like rappers, like French rappers. So everybody wanted beats. So I was like giving beats left and right to people. And then, you know, just like in every hood, there's like people selling drugs. So I realized I'm kind of like a drug dealer, but I'm selling tracks. So it's like track dealer, you know. I said it in French, dealer de son, but I was like, I always think internationally. I said it needs to be in English. So I was like playing track dealer, and then I didn't like dealer, and then I was like, oh, let me do Trackdilla. Trackdilla sounds better. So that's kind of how I put the name to it.
All right. Yeah. So what? You've done so many things. You've worked with so many different artists, and you're a multi-platinum producer. So who would you like to work with that you haven't?
I really wanted to work with Michael Jackson. But in my album, you will hear something that I did as a tribute to Michael. But I don't know. I'm very open. I don't really like the names. Don't really matter to me too much when it comes to like working, because I like to do a lot of sessions. Sometimes when I bring like talent, I go to Miami and I rent a big studio and I just invite everybody, like whether you have a placement or no placement, and then I find some of the great writers and future artists in there. So I just love to work with like a lot of different people. You know, they're like I have kids that I discovered in Miami that wrote big record on my album. You know, and the same tracks that I sent to the big writers, they couldn't come up with anything, and then the little kids are coming out with like that. So I mean, my album is gonna have a lot of the biggest name in it. I'm not saying any names right now, but they're definitely gonna be in there. And then also some up and coming artists that I really like. And then I mean, I'm just down to work. So I'm very easy. I'm just down to work.
So how do you select these people that you invite to the parties? What's your selection? Because we want to get on.
No, I got you guys. Next time we have a party and you guys are in town, I definitely make sure you guys come in. But it's just years of years. Besides music, I own businesses, and one of the business that I have is a concierge service business. So I cater to like high-end celebrities and soccer players and all of that. And so anytime they want to come in town, if they need something, so I rent the house for them. I make sure like
Wow.
So
that's a very big key in this business. Being having a you're in touch with the corporate world and what's
exactly.
I like that.
Wow.
That's kind of how I got into some other doors, and then I bring the music, because sometimes when you come in with the music, there's so much demand with these people all the time. So I feel like if there's something else that you can bring to the table, bring that first, and then you're gonna build a relationship, and one day they're gonna even now, like I dropped the single, like my whole team, my OVO, they're like, what the hell? They had no idea that I was like doing music like that, and then I like this is crazy. I got OVO Mark is playing the song in the club, so that feels good, that feels good. I feel like it's a better way to approach the situation. Like, you always kind of have to read the room and stuff. Like, people are just being bombarded every day. Like, there might be an area where they're missing, like, that you can do right there. And, I've always been humble. Like, for me to go, like, let's say if I want to learn whatever business, like, I'm trying to get into a room, like, if the only job that's available is to pick up the trash, I'll pick up the trash just to make sure I'm in that room, and then my presence will be in that room, and then we go to the next level. So
I like that. That's the way get into the room.
That's how I got to where I am today. Like, whatever needed to be done, I've always came through and like tried to provide. That's why I'm able to like just do so much over the years. I was able to like do all of that.
So that's your drive. So what inspires you? I know you do that, but what inspires you to get up and do everything you do every day?
Well, just to really just see the smile. Like, when you create music and you have all this inspiration that just comes in you, and then you put it together, and if you put it well, if you do it very well, and then what drives me is just to see the people react to it and then like loving it. It's like the Are You For Sure record. When the hook drops, everybody's like, oh my God, like, old generation, new generation. So it's just like everybody's smiling. I'm like, there we go, I did my job. So just that, just always like just to deliver and just enjoying. But now I'm making sure I'm enjoying the ride, because I've been in the business for a long time, and one of the mistakes that I've done a lot is like I never really enjoy the ride. For me, it's like, okay, we did this. What's the next? Now I'm like, if something happened today, the song is charting, whatever, we're going out to celebrate tonight. So I'm making excuses to go out even more.
Now you're enjoying your wealth.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anything that you may have that comes out, you most definitely got our support over here.
Thank you so much.
We play visuals and do all sorts of different stuff here on the network. So
amazing.
Yeah. So So tell us about the new single and what inspired it here.
So the new single is called Are You For Sure? My friend Dre Ross introduced me to playing skills I think almost 2 years ago. And but they had heard about me from the songs that I have with my group I Do. And then they're very humble, and they were like, yo, we want to work with you. You sound great. Like, we can see the future. So I'm like, oh, amazing. So then I sent them some beats, and then they came back with the song, and they came back with the idea to flip the Who Do You Love? And then as soon as I heard it, I'm like, yo, this is a hit record. Like, but I can't do it by myself. I need to bring some people in to really help the record go even further. So I reached out to Rotimi, and he loved it, and he jumped on the hook, and then he added his little twist to it. So shout out to Rotimi. And same thing with De La Ghetto. I reached out to De La Ghetto because I wanted to bring the Latin side in here. And then De La Ghetto, same thing. He loved the record. He's like, yo, this is crazy. I got you. He went to the studio the same day, and then the very next day I had the vocals and the files and everything. And we just sent it back to Playing Skills. They added some more stuff to the beat, and that's it. We mixed it. Gotta send it to the label that I did the deal with, BMG and OM Record, and they loved the record, and we just put it out.
Okay, that's what's up. That is what's up. Yeah. Look, tell everybody where they could find the record. As far as everything.
Yeah, the record is available on every single platform that you can imagine. It's called RU for sure, the letter R, the letter U, and then for sure FOSURE. And the easiest way to find it, if you just go on my Instagram at Trackdilla, and it's on my bio. So the link is there with the YouTube link and every link possible. So the song is out there. It's on the radio. It's charting all around the world, all around South America. It's doing really, really great, and I'm really happy that people are accepting it. And we're pushing this as the song of the summer 2021. Since now we're back outside, so
yeah, right.
Feels good.
Not in Canada here yet, but we will.
I'm for sure gonna add the record to rotation.
Canada is open, right? Canada is still closed. I think he has opened up.
Yeah. Well, the 5th, but it's still a long way.
I know, it's crazy. You guys have been closed for the longest.
Yeah, we're the longest.
Yeah.
Everybody else is open, and we're just like, wow. But people here in Toronto, they buck the system, so.
Wow.
They're not listening. They don't care. They're gonna do what they're gonna do, and that's it. They don't care what we got. It's a melting pot here, so we got so much people in here that they're doing whatever they're gonna do. They're gonna hold parties. They broke regulations and all kind of stuff here. So
right.
Yeah, well, we most definitely got to support, your record, man.
Thank you, Chia.
I'm the program director for 95.5 up here, so I'm going to throw that in rotation.
Thank you so much. That means a lot. Thank you so much.
Oh man, we gonna support. So what I want to do real quick before we let you go. Oh, and by the way, if you could stick around for a couple of seconds after we go off the air or whatever.
Yeah, of course.
Everybody just clicks off. And
right. But I want you to tell me, in doing this business for as long as you have, right, internationally and locally.
Yes.
What is the most craziest moment that you have ever experienced, whether it be in the show or in the studio? The craziest moment.
Oh man!
He has to have
every night there's a crazy. Every night, every night there's a crazy. Like every day or every night in my life, there's a crazy moment. So, let me see.
Woo, that'll sound good.
The craziest moment. Okay, I'm gonna keep it musical. So the craziest moment that happened is I was working with this very big French artist, and he was on his way to the studio, and at the time everything was like MIDI, and something happened, and I didn't save the beat, and I lost everything. And so I had like about 30 minutes to recreate the song, the whole thing, before he got to the studio, because everybody panicked. I'm like, yo, they're just trying to recreate. It's very different to when you have something and you're trying to recreate, it's not the same. But
right.
To recreate it and actually had the better melody than the one before.
What?
And he was like, did you change something? I said, so yeah, I just I added a little something.
It's different.
This is much better. I like this better. Let's go with this one. And I was like, whew. So that's You know, and I was in the beginning of my career in France, so like I
Oh
couldn't
my
mess it up. It was
God.
like, you know, so yeah.
Wow, that is crazy. The boss, do you have any last questions or anything for Mr. Dilla?
Mr. Dilla. Well, what kind of recommendation would you give anybody that's trying to get in this business that's new?
Yeah, so what I tell everyone is that first of all, never give up. That's the number one thing that, you know, whatever has been put in your heart for you to do is painting or write songs or whatever. Don't give up. There's so much information out there now. So make sure you absorb as much information as you can. That's going to save you a lot of headache, a lot of money, and a lot of tears. And just do your best. Just do your very best and be persistent. The people that really make it, there's talented people that make it in the industry, but it's like this many, and everybody else, it was just the hard work and perseverance, and they broke through. So this is those are my advice.
Wow. Well, and they can get some of those plaques behind you too.
Yeah, these are some a few. Those are some of the French plaques. I was just telling the previous interview. Like the label used to give you the plaques, now you have to you have to pay for it. And those plaques, it costs almost $400 for a plaque. You know, I have 30 of them.
Right, right. It can get
expensive.
Yeah, it's expensive.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
for them giving it to you.
Yeah, and so I you know, I haven't done any plaques in a long time, but I have like 30 plus. I stopped counting, but if I count, that's gonna cost me like a lot of money to do all that. But I will invest it. I'm building a new studio right now, so once that's done, I'm gonna do all my plaques and put it in there. You know, because it's very important to also see, like, you know, your work. Yeah, your accomplishment. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, the plaques I had behind me were like $300.
Yeah, you see, yeah,
50. Yeah.
It's not cheap. It's crazy, you know.
Yeah, it really is.
They would give that to you. It don't make no sense.
Yeah. Now, like if you're the artist, the label used to give to the producers everything, but now they only give to the artist. That's it.
Yeah.
Everybody else, you have to have like you have to pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta pay. That's the way it works. So, hey, well, man, it's been a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you, the boss, and thank you, Chair.
No problem. I want to see you again. Come back.
Yes, definitely. Anytime. I'll come back.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely. We're going to holler at you right after we get on. So, to everybody else out there in TV land, remember, we're on every night, and you can see me and the boss every night talking our crap to everybody in the world. Okay.
Yeah, from 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 12.
Right. And remember, Trackdilla. Go download everything. Stream everything. The man is off the chain. There you go. There you go. So with that being said, talk to you all tomorrow. Peace.
Peace.
Whatever that's